Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we are Backyard Musings, Science and Technology Channel.
Yep, and we are talking about a health issue today. So pay attention for all you older folks that listen to us. Here we go.
Really, really interesting. New research suggests that a common dietary compound found in tomatoes may be linked to gum health in older adults. A study published on December 13th, 2025, in the journal Nutrition, Health, and Aging reports that older adults in the United States who do not consume enough lycopene, I wanted to say lipocene. Is it lyco or lysopene?
Whichever you want to say.
There we go. In their diet, face a much higher risk of developing severe periodontitis. The findings
They've done that.
What?
I said I've been there, done that.
Yep. The findings apply to adults ages 65 to 79 and show that risk levels vary depending on both race and sex. Would you like to know more?
Okay, the study was led by Catherine Kwong from the Department of Human Development at Connecticut College in New London, Connecticut. She worked with researchers from Tulane University, the University of California, San Diego, Yunnan University, Southern Illinois University, and Louisiana State University Health Sciences Center. Wow. What a collaboration.
That's a collaboration.
Yeah.
Researchers examined health and nutrition data from 1,227 participants. What? That's what, like 30 per university? Come on. Who took part in the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey from 2009 to 2014. The analysis showed that gum disease was widespread among this age group. Nearly half of the participants, or 48.7%, had some form of periodontitis. At the same time, so it just sounds weird. At the same time, 77.9% were not getting enough lycopene in their diet. A carotenoid. Did you put these words in here, Scott?
Not me, but I'm glad you got them and not me.
A carotenoid commonly found in tomatoes and other red fruits.
All right. After accounting for factors such as age, sex, race, smoking status, and education level, what does that have to do with anything? The researchers found a strong link between lycopene intake and gum health. Older adults who consumed adequate amounts of lycopene were far less likely to have severe periodontitis. Their odds were roughly 1/3 of those seen in participants with insufficient intake. Wow.
So maybe with that education level, I guess if you got a 6th grade education level like my dad had, maybe he had 8th grade, you're less inclined to brush your teeth, less inclined to use a water pick because you don't know, maybe?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're going to the dentist, did your dad go to the dentist, or these people you're talking about go to the dentist? The dentist.
Oh, he had all of his teeth pulled. So at one time he did.
Oh,
so
okay.
he had dentures top and bottom.
Yeah, so sooner or later you got to listen to the dentist, as much as we don't like them. They tell you got to brush and you got to floss and you got to do everything. Use peroxide, rinse your mouth with peroxide, and just all kinds of stuff. So
something funny. I remember my dad would push his both top and bottom teeth out and hold them, and then suck them back in. It was hilarious to an 8-year-old boy,
Wow.
Okay, TMI. Okay. The study also revealed clear differences in who was most affected by severe gum disease. Men were more likely than women to experience severe periodontitis, and higher rates were also observed among non-Hispanic Black adults compared with other groups.
Key findings include adequate lycopene intake was associated with a reduced likelihood of severe periodontitis. The odds ratio were 0.33, which is a 95%. I don't know what CI stands for. What is all that? Anyway, it reduced the likelihood of severe periodontitis.
Scott, how do we get more lycopene into our diet? How do we do that?
I guess we got to eat tomatoes.
Tomatoes, okay.
Okay.
Non-Hispanic Black adults had higher odds of severe periodontitis than non-Hispanic white adults. The odds ratio were 2.82.
Okay. Women were less likely than men to experience severe periodontitis. Again, just I don't know what all that ratio is.
Like 2.2, like 0.27 to 1. Yeah. Among so it's kind of close. Among non-Hispanic white adults, both female sex and sufficient lycopene intake were associated with lower risk.
Among non-Hispanic Black adults, the same lycopene association was not observed, suggesting differences in risk patterns.
The authors write that the findings suggest dietary lycopene may be an important modifiable factor for preventing severe gum disease among older adults. However, because the study was cross-sectional, causality cannot be determined.
The study also highlights racial and sex disparities in periodontal disease, with non-Hispanic Black adults and men experiencing a higher prevalence of severe disease. The authors recommend that future prevention strategies consider race and sex-specific dietary interventions and call for longitudinal or randomized controlled trials to examine whether increasing lycopene intake and reduces disease risk or progression. Just brush your teeth, man. Brush your teeth. Use floss.
I've recently got on the water pick thing, so I'm water picking now.
Water pick's a good thing too. But I tell you, I don't remember how many years I went without going to the dentist at all. And I paid for it. The first few years I went to a dentist, man, it was like, they asked me if I wanted to have my my gums numbed when they were cleaning my gums, because they had to go deep, way deep. But
he said, no, I want to feel it. I want to feel it, man.
Yeah, I never had to it never got that bad, but they were really surprised because they were digging deep. I don't know what they were finding in there, but now I go to the dentist 4 times a year. Every 3 months, have my teeth cleaned.
Yep.
So.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us. We hope you eat those tomatoes.
Yep, and I don't eat tomatoes too often, but I do like tomatoes. Used to eat them a lot with sugar, but now I don't use sugar. Oh, does your son eat tomatoes?
Yeah, I mean, like
he does.
Yeah, and pico de gallo, paste picante sauce from New
but
York
just
City.
A regular sliced tomato. Does he eat a regular sliced tomato?
Occasionally, yeah. Occasionally when we slice them up like that, yeah.
So I didn't like to eat tomatoes, and then a boyfriend of my sister said, "Hey, try sprinkling sugar on it." Sprinkle a little sugar, and man, I'll tell you what, it made the world of difference. But now I don't eat them with sugar. So that's a good way to get kids to eat tomatoes. So anyway, rots their teeth as well.
All right, we'll see you later, folks. See you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.